Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder and go higher. We need your energy. So get up, get loud.
Every clap,
every cheer.
This is your house.
this is your moment. We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Denver, are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Denver,
Are you ready?
You ready for Monster Jam?
Denver, this is Monster Jam.
Denver, welcome to Monster Jam! And we're kicking it off with our very first competition full of so much adrenaline, JCB Racing, where our 8 superstars will be racing against the clock. The driver with the fastest time will get the first 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here tonight. So Denver, who's ready for JCB Racing?
And introducing your first racer from Williamsport, Maryland, make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. As Gravedigger pulls up to the line, Matt Cody's best when he's decisive. As we go on green.
And the time for Matt Cody Gravedigger is an 11.500.
Gravedigger there with a no-drama run, one to start us off in competition here in Denver. As we take a look back at Matt Cody coming around that corner and getting up onto the pod to finish off our first run with a time of 11.5, kicking things off in JCB Racing. Next up from Huntsville, West Virginia, let's hear it for Cliff Turner in Velociraptor. Cliff loves speed as he pulls up to the line.
And the time for Cliff Turner Velociraptor is a 13.712.
As we saw there, Cliff Turner got about as close as you can get to that turn cone there. We'll see what the officials say about that one. Had to readjust a little bit to make it up that ramp and get both tires up there to finish with a time of 13.712. Currently in second place, Cliff Turner, as we move on to racer number 3. Coming to us from Gales Creek, Oregon, give it up for Matt Doomer in Megalodon. Matt Doomer pulls up. We got 2 ambers and a go on green.
And it's time for Matt Doomer Megalodon, an 11.707.
Matt Doomer showing that control coming around the corner as we see him nip the side of the pod, able to get things back under control to head up that ramp and get that score of 11.707 just on the tail of Matt Cody and Gravedigger. Currently puts him at number 2. We'll see if he can hold on there as we get ready for our next racer. And from Oak Harbor, Washington, give it up for Carson Williams in Thunder Roris. As we get ready to go on green.
And the time for Carson Williams, Thunder Roris, is an 11.921.
Carson Williams has been showing steady improvement amongst all competitions. As we see here, getting a few stops there, wanting to make sure he doesn't miss the ramp and get a penalty, able to hit it clean and keep that score of 11.921 seconds, locking in currently that number 3 spot as we get ready for our next racer. From Lafayette, Louisiana, let's hear it for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. In head-to-head, Blake Granger's almost unstoppable.
And the time for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, is an 11.688.
Silky smooth coming around that turn there to get up onto the pod. Blake Granger showing whether it's head-to-head or singles on the track, still able to get the job done as we get the final time of 11.688 as that number 2 spot continues to get bumped as the racers get faster and faster as this competition goes. Will Matt Cody hold on to that number 1 spot? Only one way to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to us from Cadillac, Michigan, let's hear it for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. So we got 1 amber for the stop. That means it'll be time for Tim Hall Jr. to make his way up to that starting line. And we see that 2nd amber. It's time for green.
And the time for Tim Hall Jr. Jurassic Attack is an 11.627.
Tim Hall Jr., known as Timmy Two Wheels, maybe giving us a little preview at the end here. Getting very close to taking that number 1 spot, but we see this balancing up on the front 2 BKT tires. Tim with a time of 11.627 as all the racers inch closer and closer to knocking Matt Cody off the top. We only have a few more tries. Will it happen? From Rockport, Texas, give it up for Alex Barden in Earthshaker. One of our more dominant racers here in JCB Racing as Alex Barden pulls up to the line. We get 2, now we're on green.
And the time for Alex Barden, Earthshaker, is an 11.694.
As we take a look back here at one of the fastest racers in Arena Championship Series West, getting over that pod in the air may have ended up costing him a little bit. As we listen to this crowd react to the next truck and the next driver, our final driver in JCB Racing. Denver, coming to us from Whittier, California. Let's hear it for Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. You hear the fans. Now it's time to hear the engine roar as we get 2 ambers and a green.
And the time for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, 10.915.
It is official. Denver, your winner with a time of 10.91. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Hearing the sounds of the Ball Arena and letting it rip around the corners. Armando Castro setting the tone early on as he gets out of that crazy bull. Locking in your first 8 points in the BKT overall championship race. Not much of a better way to start. Denver, let's send things over to Alex Miniak for a word from our JCB Racing winner.
Hey, thank you very much, Jack. Yeah, the Crazy Bull was also the fastest bull here in JCB Racing, getting those all-important 8 points. You were oh so close in Fargo last week. Here you are, off to a great start.
Yeah, that's exactly how we want to start off the weekend right here, winning the first 8 points. I love Denver, man. Like I said before earlier today, I won my very first Arena Series championship in Colorado, man. So you guys will always be a special place. Thank you. I just want to say, man, I'm going to promise you one thing. I'm going to come out here and lay it all on the line. We are celebrating 25 years of El Toro Loco. Thanks to you guys for always rocking and really supporting us. We feel the energy and we love you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. You guys having fun? Make some noise.
Now we go from speed to skills What are you cooking up in two-wheel skills for Denver tonight?
That's definitely one of my favorite competitions, you know. These trucks weigh 12,000 pounds, have about 1,500 horsepower. It's going to be challenging to come out here and try to balance on those front two big AT tires. But you know what? We, back in 24, same year as Colorado, we took the two-wheel skill wheel championship right there in Los Angeles. So the pressure's on. I feel like there's always a target on my back. But I'm ready to get going, man. I love pressure. All my family watching at home, I love you guys. Arriba los latinos, así se hace. Y sí se puede. We love you, Denver.
Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Getting up on two wheels. We got one hit remaining for Cliff Turner and Velociraptor.
Put your hands together for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Now, Denver, this is a very important moment because now we need your help. This is the time for you to scan that QR code and head on over to judgeszone.com. Enter the code DEN and click that yellow submit button. And as soon as you see that big old BKT tire on your screen, slide it up or down and choose a number between 1 and 10. And then we will calculate all of your scores to get one number for Cliff Turner in Velociraptor.
And those scores are locked, and the score is 3.979 to start things off for Cliff Turner in Velociraptor. As we move on, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you make some noise for Carson Williams in Thunderosaurus. Carson's got a feel for the Ram faces. If he reads it right, he can get a good, clean, confident angle and put up something that will get him a lot of points in Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Carson looking for that perfect angle. Looks like Carson Williams took a beat to think about it, considering what could be next. The Two-Wheel Skills is about trust, trusting that truck, trusting the balance, trusting himself. Let's see what Carson Williams has up his sleeve.
The Apex Predator stomping his way around the track is Carson Williams, Thunderosaurus. And scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code and lock those scores in now, Denver.
As we take a look back here, I think the key for Carson was not giving up on that move, able to make something out of his second attempt here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. As we see Carson Williams getting out of that Thunder Roar's truck, waiting to see what the folks here in Denver have. The scores are locked. Score to beat is 3.979. And the score for Carson Williams is 5.113. Good enough for first place so far in the two-wheel skills challenge. Coming up as our third competitor, let's hear it for Matt Doomer in Megalodon. Matt Doomer's got the seat again here in Megalodon. This is where we can see that instant chemistry with the truck from Matt Doomer. And that big fish Megalodon. Lining up that ramp. One hit remaining after getting perfectly vertical up on the pod. Front two BKTs holding it up.
Showing the competition who's boss, it's Matt Doomer, Megalodon! Denver, Colorado, scoring's now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Matt Doomer in Megalodon.
Matt Doomer, as I said, instant chemistry with that truck, getting up on the front two BKT tires and letting that truck just kiss the dirt a little bit before coming back down on all four, not once but twice for the people here in Denver, Colorado. See that big smile on Matt Doomer's face. He's proud of that run, as he should be. Scores are locked. Score to beat is 5.113. And the score for Matt Doomer and Megalodon is 7.065. Taking the number one spot so far here in Denver for that two-wheel skills challenge. And coming up next, let's hear you get loud. Alex Barden in Earthshaker. Alex Barden looking for that big two-wheel skills moment this season. Hoping to get it done here in Denver, Colorado. Alex Barden has shown signs here in the two-wheel skills challenge consistently over scores of 7. As he lines up on that ramp, what does Alex Barton have in mind? Popper on top of the pod. One hit remaining. Alex Barden giving you something to think about while he's got those two BKTs in the back all the way up in the air. And Alex is feeling confident here in the Ball Arena. Looking to see what the sequel will be in this two-wheel skills challenge run from Alex Barden and Earthshaker.
Looking to bury the competition is Alex Barden, Earthshaker. Now remember, Denver, you have a very important job. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds.
Alex Barden, I think, making a few fans with that run here in the two-wheel skills challenge. The scores are locked. Score to beat, 7.065. And the score for Alex Barden and Earthshaker is 9.103. He is more than just a good head of hair, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Barden, the real deal with the first +9 score. Look at this thing, a beauty from the top, looking straight down the back of that Earthshaker truck and just holding it there and letting us think about it. What an incredible run. As we take a look at the scores so far, Earthshaker Alex Barden above that 9.0 line with a 9.103, holding down first place so far. Megalodon Matt Doomer 7.065 with a good run of his own. Thunder Roarus Carson Williams 5.113, and in fourth place so far we've got Cliff Turner Velociraptor 3.979. And Denver, Colorado Ball Arena, make some noise for the Crazy Bull, Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. Armando Castro has won 5 of these competitions so far this season and looking to build on a strong start with the JCB Racing win earlier today. What does he have in store for us as that Crazy Bull stalks the pod? Armando Castro, 1 hit remaining after standing it up and walking it back across the pod. Smoke coming out the snout of El Toro Loco.
No matador in the world can withstand the power of Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Denver, you have 20 seconds. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
2 horns, 2 wheels, but will it be 2 wins for Armando Castro so far here in the Ball Arena after a great run there, backing up across the pod? Armando Castro getting a great reaction from the folks here. Scores are locked, and the score for Armando Castro El Toro Loco is 8.702. Good enough for second place so far here in the two-wheel skills challenge. But I want to take a look back at this run here as we see Armando just so casually backing it up against that pod, blowing the smoke out of the snout of that crazy bull, moving those tires side to side, having a little bit of fun. Why not? Crazy difficult move, but keep it going. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody is a threat in the two-wheel skills challenge. He can be a technician. He can risk it. He can get that torque. Balancing on that razor wire of up on the pod, one hit remaining after getting up on the front two wheels and then just dancing around up there for all of us to see here in Denver, showing that poise and control that Matt Cody is so known for. As Gravedigger stalks the pod, what does he have up his sleeve, the veteran? Gravedigger looking for something here. What could it be?
Looking to bury the competition, it's Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Now remember, Denver, you have 20 seconds. Get those scores locked in over at judgeszone.com.
Something you gotta love about Matt Cody and Gravedigger is they're always going to push things to the very edge of the competition. As we take a look back here, Matt Cody getting up on those front two tires and then just dancing around, having a good time up on that pod, just almost making it look effortless. Scores are locked, and the score for Matt Cody and Gravedigger is 8.189, good enough for third place so far in the competition in the two-wheel skills challenge. We'll see if it holds as the JCB Dirt crew gets things back on track, fixing things for our trucks and getting the show back on the road.
Man, oh man, what an exciting two-wheel skills competition. Did you like what you saw?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of it?
I really liked when they would stay up really long. I think that was really cool.
Yeah, the nose wheelies are really cool. So I'm standing by with my friend Peyton here. She's 9, and we're going to play a game that is called the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. So we're all going to take a look at the video board. There's going to be a trophy and 3 helmets. We're going to cover the trophy, we're going to mix them all up, and I want you to tell me which helmet has the trophy. Ready? And let's mix them up. It's St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Let's see. Don't lose it. Oh no, they're scrambling them up again. All righty. So we got 3 helmets here. Let's see. Let's have Denver help you out. Make some noise if you think it's under number 1. Who thinks it's under helmet number 2? Who thinks it's under number 3? I hear some mixed reactions. All right, Peyton. Which one is it? 1, 2, or 3?
I think 3.
You think 3? I don't know. Are you sure?
I think it's 2, actually, yeah.
There we go. She thinks it's 2. Final answer. We're going with 2. Let's see if she got it right. It's not under 3. Good thing you changed it. Not under 1. It's under helmet number 2. And for being so smart, I'm sending you home with this cute Monster Mutt Dalmatian plushie. You are so welcome. Are you ready for some more action?
Yeah!
I am too, so stick around because we still got a lot more two-wheel skills coming your way.
Monster Jam fans, we are proud to partner with St. Jude Children's Hospital and Research, and something you can do to help so many kids who may be going through some tough times is scan the code, and you can donate in the name of one of our drivers. As you take a look at the leaderboard right now, Megalodon Matt Doomer has the most donations in his name. Now again, 100% of the proceeds go to St. Jude. The drivers don't keep any of it. I don't keep any of it. Monster Jam doesn't keep any of it. But if you scan the code, whether you donate $1, 50 cents, a penny, it goes to help families in need. And as we always say, 1 million people giving $1 is better than one person giving $1 million. Scan the code now, donate, and help some folks with St. Jude. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get the action going back on the track, let me hear you make some noise for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. This is Timmy Two Wheels territory. He knows how to flirt with the limit without tipping it. We'll see what he's able to do on this pod. Someone who's really turned some heads, Tim Hall Jr. in this competition. We'll see what he pulls out here as Jurassic Attack approaches the pod. Tim Hall Jr., unparalleled control up on the front two BKTs. Letting it hang there for a moment. And if you look inside on this camera, Tim Hall Jr. taking the steering wheel off and continuing to keep that truck up in the air. Look, Ma, no hands.
Our hungry herbivore looking to bag some scores is Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com. Denver, you know what to do. Lock those scores in now.
Tim Hall Jr. has already walked away with 7 two-wheel skills challenge wins, and after today, just discarding that steering wheel, still able to get it done. Tim Hall Jr. taking no prisoners in this one. The scores are locked in. Score to beat, 9.103 from Earthshaker. And the score for Tim Hall Jr. and Jurassic Attack is 9.009. Enough for second place so far in the competition. Showing just how tough this is, because you look at this standing up on 2 BKT tires, looking effortless here from Tim Hall Jr., throwing out that steering wheel. It doesn't need it. still able to keep that thing up in the air, still able to continue this two-wheel skills challenge run. As we move into the last truck of the two-wheel skills competition, Denver, Colorado, give it up for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger chasing off Jurassic Attack to make room. These two tied with 7 two-wheel skills challenge wins so far this season. So a little bit of gamesmanship between the two as Blake Granger looks to let loose and see what he can do on 2 wheels here at Ball Arena. Waving to all you fans with those back BKT tires. Get that little popper. 1 hit remaining for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger wasting no time. We'll see what the final two-wheel skills move is of the event as Blake Granger approaches that pod one more time.
Showing you what he's got, it's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is our last competitor on the track. Denver, lock your scores in now at judgeszone.com.
A 3-hit combo from Blake Granger. We certainly got the volume, but do we have the scores? Blake Granger feeling very confident after that big-time run in the two-wheel skills challenge. The scores are locked. The score to beat is 9.103, and the score for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, is 9.326. Good enough for first place, Blake Granger. Last truck of the competition, able to get that first place spot. Blake Granger, this is his 8th two-wheel skills challenge win. Not a shock when you look at what Blake Granger's able to do as we watch this replay. And you see those back 2 BKT tires just waving to all of us here in Denver, Colorado. As we send things down here in just a moment to my colleague Alex Miniak to get a word from the man himself, Blake Granger.
Thank you very much, Jack Farmer. Yeah, down here with the winner of the two-wheel skills competition. What can I say? Big Dog back on top. That combination for the win.
100%, man. I've been able to compete very fortunately in the World Finals two-wheel skills challenge for the past 2 years, and it takes doing that right there. They average out our scores our year, and they take the best 8 drivers to the Monster Jam World Finals. And man, I'm just trying to get back to compete in that two-wheel skills challenge again. But Denver, are you guys having fun? Let me hear you.
Now that was just a sampling of what's to come, because there is Monster Jam Freestyle. What can we expect to see from the Dalmatian?
Man, I made my dreams come true last year, and I won the World Finals Freestyle Championship in Salt Lake City, Utah. And this year, we're going back, and we're going to defend it against the best drivers in the world. But right here in Denver, I got my family here. I got you beautiful Monster Jam fans got my back. I'm ready to tear this truck to the ground. I want you guys making noise. Let me hear you.
Woo! Blake Granger, Monster Mutt-Dalmatian. Cody McDonough. Sharon LaRue. And Taylor Edens. Our talented Monster Jam FMX riders are going to reach for the skies as we gear up for the FMX Best Trick Competition. All right, Monster Jam fans, it's time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. This is where we need your help, Denver. Just like the two-wheel skills competition, when that screen grows red, we're going to be asking you to score at judgeszone.com. Again, judgeszone.com, using that code DEN. Again, when that screen goes red, and boy, these FMX riders are going to put on a show for you as they touch the top of the ball arena. Now, I just have one question for you. Who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
First up, ball arena from Marietta, California. Give it up for Taylor Edens. Riding on that Yamaha 450. Third season with Monster Jam. What does he got?
Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. 20 seconds on the clock. Don't forget to use that code DEN. Again, the score for Taylor Edens.
As we see just now, Taylor Edens flying over that jump, kicking the feet out, showing us how it's done, getting us started with the Best Trick Competition. As the ball arena locks it in, scores are locked, and the score for Taylor Edens is 6.879 to kick things off here in the Best Trick Competition. And our next rider from Orting, Washington, let's hear it for Robert Haslam. Robert Haslam's been riding professionally for 19 years now. Grew up riding dirt bikes and looked up to all the greats. Now here showing us how it's done.
Oh, you know, this man was retired a couple weeks ago, just came back. How do you like that? Well, we want to know. Score it at judgeszone.com. Again, judgeszone.com. Don't forget to use the code DEN.
Looking like he hit a drop kick mid-air. Look at this, just arching the back up, defying gravity as Robert Haslam flies through the air. The scores are locked, and the score for Robert Haslam is 8.467. Good enough for first place so far in the best trick competition. Up next, from Ravensdale, Washington, let's hear it for Cody McDonough. Riding that electric Starkvarg bike. It's Cody McDonough's birthday, by the way, so let's hear it.
Electrifying the skies with a backflip, the birthday boy. Give him the present he deserves. JudgesZone.com, JudgesZone.com. You got 20 seconds to score it with that code DEN.
Flipping upside down. What a way to celebrate a birthday here in Denver, Colorado. Multi-time national champion showing us how it's done as he celebrates here with everyone. But will he celebrate the score? The scores are locked, and the score for Cody McDonough is 8.657. Good enough for first place so far in the FMX Best Trick competition. And our last competitor of the Best Trick competition, Denver, Colorado. Let's hear it from Phoenix, Arizona, Jared LaRue. He's been a professional rider since 2006. He's been riding for a very long time. Let's see what he's got for us as he takes on the ramp. Making sure to line up just right. As Jared LaRue looks to want to gain some extra speed going around, taking the scenic route, but will it be scenic for us?
Whoa! I know Denver loves a good backflip. Show them what you got. JudgesZone.com, JudgesZone.com. 20 seconds on the clock. Use that code DEN for Jared LaRue.
Jared LaRue hitting that backflip and then just kicking out to the side, still able to maintain that balance and land picture perfect clean down the center of that ramp. Scores are locked, and the score for Jared LaRue is 8.640. That means your winner of the Best Trick competition, the birthday boy, Cody McDonough.
You know, Denver, we're not done yet. Oh, no, I know they gave you their best individual trick, but it is time for those Monster Jam trains. We're going to go around and around the arena floor, and when we hit the jump, they're going to do it in train formation, one after the next, after the next, after the next. Here we go! Coming through the station with the whip train. I know they got another one in them, but I'm going to need you, Denver. I'm going to need you because I want you on your feet. Because the louder you scream, the higher they fly. Again, the higher they fly. Yeah, that's what we call the trick train. I think we got one more in store. Denver, do you want to see one more? Hey, want to see one more? And again, this is where I need you. Because when that train leaves the station, I'm going to need you to give me a big choo-choo. Let's go! Finishing strong with the backflip train. Give it up for the riders of Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross.
Denver, Colorado, one more time. Let's give a big round of applause for your riders of the UF's FMX Freestyle Motocross team.
Cody McDonough, winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition on your birthday. Denver, can we give him a happy birthday? Yeah, they gave it to you more ways than one, giving you that score to win. How is that? How special did that make your day?
Oh, it feels amazing. I took a couple weeks off, so it's first show back, and glad to do it here in Denver.
Nice, nice. Now tell us, you're riding a bike that's a little bit different from the rest of the crew. This is actually an electric bike. It looks just the same. What makes this bike special and so different, and why do you like to ride it?
It's pretty crazy. You know, it has no gears like your conventional gas bike. So, you know, first to fifth gear is all on your throttle here. So, and it has like twice the power as a gas bike. So the things you can do is pretty insane on it.
Well, pretty soon everybody will be catching up to you, especially with that best trick score. Let's give it up for the winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition. He is Cody McDonough.
We have reached the pinnacle of the evening. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. And it's time to get those scores locked in for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Remember, Denver, head on over to judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to lock those scores in now.
Great progress there for Cliff Turner and Velociraptor, able to end it strong, getting up on those front two BKT tires, stayed composed throughout the event, didn't panic, didn't rush it, did what he wanted to do. The scores are locked, and the scores for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor, is 5.832 to set the pace for today's freestyle competition. As we take a look back here at the replay, we see some good air from Velociraptor to kick things off. As we bring in our next competitor, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Carson Williams in Thunderosaurus. Carson Williams pausing for a moment here. And scoring is open. Make sure to score now for Carson Williams. Let's hear it for Carson Williams. Thunderosaurus. I'm getting word from our officials there might be a broken sway bar, which caused Carson Williams to cut his freestyle run short. but not deterred. Carson Williams, ready to see what score he was able to get, went longer than 15 seconds, so he gets a score, and those scores are locked. Score for Carson Williams and Thunder Roaris is 4.281. As we take a look back here, the time that Carson Williams had, he did make the most of, but we see him land pretty tough here after hitting that pod. But ladies and gentlemen, here comes our next freestyle competitor. Let's hear it for Alex Barden in Earthshaker.
Let's get those scores locked in for Alex Barden, Earthshaker. Remember, Denver, you have 20 seconds. Scan that QR code and head on over to judgeszone.com.
Alex Barden with some great urgency there, really taking advantage of all 60 seconds in the freestyle. Alex Barden's had a great run so far today, looking to put an exclamation point on it, as the crowd seems happy to see that beautiful head of hair from Alex Barden. But will it be a beautiful score? That is what we need to see. Scores are locked. Score to beat, 5.832. And the score for Alex Barden Earthshaker is 5.950. Good enough to take the first place for now. We'll see if Alex Barden Earthshaker can hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, let's hear you make some noise for the black and green wrecking machine, Matt Cody in Gravedigger. A Gravedigger freestyle is always must-see TV. We'll see what Matt Cody has in store for us. And it looks like Matt Cody's lining up for that Morgan and Morgan backflip. Gravedigger looking to go for it all. And he sticks the landing.
1 foot in the gas and 1 in the grave. Matt Cody, Gravedigger. That's right, Denver. It's time to get those scores locked in for the black and green wrecking machine.
Matt Cody looking like he's driving angry after flipping during two-wheel skills, decides I'm going to flip again and hits that Morgan, and Morgan just tearing up the track every single step of the way. Scores are locked, score to beat 5.950, and the score for Matt Cody and Gravedigger is 9.515. A solid, dominant first place so far performance. I mean, what more can you ask for? Look at the aggression, hitting that Morgan and Morgan backflip, getting upside down and right side up, and going right back on the attack, taking it out on the pod. Matt Cody, Gravedigger, my oh my. And coming up next, our fifth competitor. Let's hear it. Matt Doomer in Megalodon. As we see a couple of alphas stare each other down. Matt bringing the doom to the freestyle track. As I see everyone in Denver getting those jaws of life going. Lining things up, stalking the prey. And the clock is paused. We're going to give Matt Doomer a chance to refire and get this thing back going again. Here it goes. Let's make some noise for Matt Doomer, Megalodon, everyone.
Put your fins together for Matt Doomer, Megalodon. Denver, you know what to do. You have a very important job. Lock those scores in now at judgeszone.com.
Whether he's in the great deep or mile high, Matt Doomer looking to fly to the sky, getting the nose of that Monster Jam truck up in the air, about ready to touch that video board. As Matt Doomer emerges, staking his claim. Scores are locked, and the score for Matt Doomer and Megalodon is 6.448. Good enough to lock in that second place so far in the competition. As we take a look back, and again, there is that trademark air in the replay. But folks, take a look at the track, as it's time to welcome Armando Castro in El Toro Loco.
showing you why he's been around for 25 years, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Scoring is now open, and if you'd like to help out the Crazy Bull, get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com.
Armando Castro with a JCB Racing win earlier on. Tied right now for that number one spot. Throwing it all out on the track for the freestyle. The scores are locked. Score to beat, 9.515. And the score for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, is 8.105. Currently locking in that number 2 spot, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Man, oh man, what an exciting event so far. I'm standing by with a very new special friend of mine. Her name is Zuzu. Denver, say hi, Zuzu. And now, Zuzu told me the most incredible thing that has ever happened. Can you tell me and all of Denver exactly what you told me earlier?
I fighted cancer.
You've had stage 4 cancer, and you beat it, right?
Yeah.
Denver, she beat stage 4 cancer. That's the most incredible thing I have ever heard in my life. And I think you have so much power and potential that I think you're going to win this game. It's called Bailey Wonders. Let's look up at the video board, and we're going to see. So, who has more power, a Monster Jam truck or a Ringling unicyclist? Denver, who do you think it is? All right, Zuzu, who do you think has more power, a Monster Jam truck or a Ringling unicyclist?
I say a Monster dump truck.
She says a Monster Jam truck. Let's see if she got it right. Very good, Zuzu. I knew you could beat it because you also beat cancer's butt. And for being so smart, I'm sending you home with this Earth Shaker plushie. Are you ready for some more action?
Yeah.
You know what? So am I. Stick around because we still got a lot more freestyle coming your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack.
It is a Dino weekend here in Denver. Put your hands together for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. Use the code DEN.
Jurassic Attack, Tim Hall Jr. throwing it down with some old school donuts there to cap things off on a freestyle run. Tim Hall Jr.'s won the freestyle competition before. Will he be able to pull one out here in Denver? We're going to have to wait and see what you, the judges, have to say about Jurassic Attack. Scores are locked, and the score for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack is an even 8.000, good enough for currently third place. And ladies and gentlemen, I have some very special people to introduce our next driver's family. We've got Kinley, Austin, and Kayla to introduce our final driver, and it is
Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Let's get those scores locked in for Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. Can he be your freestyle winner? Blake Granger, you are incredible. Just an aggressive assault on this track. Did you just see what I just saw, folks, in Denver? The scores are locked. Score to beats 9.515. And the score for Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian, is 9.054. Your freestyle winner is Gravedigger Matt Cody. And 8 more points for Matt Cody, but your overall event winner is Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just seen someone win the BKT Overall Event Championship 7 times in a row. And we are officially on record-breaking watch as to see if maybe Blake Granger will get to that number set by Tyler Menninga back in 2018. 7 in a row here tonight. Blake Granger, you have been absolutely incredible on this run, kicking back and relaxing. Well-earned, well-deserved. And you just take a look at the way Blake Granger has been driving as we see him patting that puppy dog on the head. You take a look at the way Blake Granger has been driving all season long. And we look at these final numbers here. Blake Granger, 20 points, just barely edging out Gravedigger and El Toro Loco by 1 point. But as a familiar sight, folks, I always say when you get the chance to see greatness in sports, soak it up, because you don't know when you'll see it again. Blake Granger doing great things as he celebrates, as we send it over to our broadcast colleague, Alex Miniak, to get a word with our BKT overall event champion.
Yeah, we may have to give him a second. He is soaking this in for sure. Man, Team Monster Mud Dalmatian driver Blake Granger, 7 straight BKT overall event championships.
Man, it doesn't come easy, man. I'm just having so much fun wheeling this Monster Jam truck. And when you're having fun, especially with all you beautiful Denver Monster Jam fans, winning just comes easy, man. You believe in yourself. You never give up. Take care of your family, take care of yourself, and just be a good person, and good things will happen. Did you guys have fun at Monster Jam? And hey, I got one question for you. Where my dogs at? Hoo, hoo.
Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian, your BKT overall event champion. All right, we're now bringing in Matt Cody, freestyle winner, Morgan and Morgan backflip for the victory. Man, that's a classic Gravedigger freestyle. I love to see it. I know Denver got to see it. It was fun to watch. How did it feel?
Hey, man, it felt good. You know, I got second in the time racing. I really thought I was going to get that race and win. Scales, man, it twisted on me, man, and I had to let it go. You know, it was the best decision, and I knew for freestyle I had to do something for these Denver fans. I've never been here before. I had to show up and show out, and my son here, my little man, came all the way with me this weekend from Maryland, and he said, Dad, I want to see a backflip. I didn't come all the way from Maryland to see a backflip, and I'm sure the Denver fans want to see a backflip. So, Denver, if you guys had fun at Monster Jam tonight, let me hear you get loud one more time.
He's your freestyle champion, Matt Cody, Gravedigger.
Monster Jam fans, we got to thank everyone for coming out here to a very rowdy crowd here in Denver. So much crazy stuff happened. Obviously, Blake Granger, 7 in a row. But Karina, what was your favorite part of the evening?
Man, oh man, there was so much excitement, so much electricity. And I mean, getting my overall pick correct is definitely a topper, but I think my favorite thing was meeting Zuzu, who beat Stage 4 Cancer. Nothing gets better than that, especially since our St. Jude ambassador also won the BKT overall event championship.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. But you know what's really fun is the action continues tomorrow as we got 2 more big events right here in Denver. I want to say thank you to everyone here in Denver and Bell Arena. From all of us here at Monster Jam. Did you guys have a good time here, by the way? Well, we had a great time, too. We're coming back. And from all of us here, for Alex Miniak, for Karina Encarnacion, I'm Jack Farmer, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.